Okay, so this is my first weekly recap, right? It's the 8th. It is a Monday. I'm going to try to do these on Sunday. But ultimately, I want to recap the week, right? A lot has gone on last year. I think it was a great year for many reasons, but I also think that I've learned a lot. I went through this year setting new goals, and honestly, I gotten overwhelmed. If you don't know me, my name is Robert Lawson Jr. I'm a husband. I've been married 12 this August, it'll be 13 years. Three amazing kids. I know everybody always say their kids are amazing. I do love my kids at times, and other times I'm getting frustrated. Other times I just want to go away for a week, right? But ultimately, I do love my kids and feel like I am blessed. 2009, I believe I gave my life to Christ, right? So I am follower of a homeless Nazarene, right? What else? What else? What else? Have multiple companies, but my main consulting company, which I get to partner with a pretty decent size finance company in Orange County. We do business funding. I get to work with some cool people. My consulting company grosses multiple six figures a year. I do have other hobbies. I recently released a book. Back there, Talk That Talk last year. How the right words can turn negative thoughts into positive vibes. What else? I think I lost my dad like 18 months ago. Shoot, I mean, a lot has happened recently. But in this recap, man, I just want to show I'm a regular person with regular problems, going through anything like anybody else, right? I'm born and raised in Compton, elementary, Compton, Carson, middle school, Lakewood High, and I never thought I would be here, right where I am, married, three kids, successful career. But at the end of the day, all of those accolades mean nothing if you don't necessarily have, I would say, joy. I would say peace, right? This week was rough in a sense to where I think I've accomplished a lot last year. A lot of things I did right, consistent with working out. I mean, we went on trips. We went to Hawaii, Egypt. I went to Mexico, Miami. I mean, I can name these trips where one person should be excited about, but at the same time, I am grateful for those experiences, but I think it leads you in this, or leads me personally in this situation to where I'm trying to find that purpose, right? And I kind of snapped. I wouldn't necessarily say snap, but I was a little frustrated. Like, I wanted to play the video game. Like, all last week. I think I spent probably 7 hours on the game, which I probably haven't played a video game in like 7 months, right? But I needed to mentally check out, and I can see how some people can get lost in games where it's easy. You can become this other identity. You can make progress in this other world where you know about the progress, but in this real world, hey, this work is not easy, right? Working on my marriage is not easy. Being a great father is not easy. Trying to constantly perform at work is not easy. Trying to take on extracurriculum activities, trying to be a servant of God is not easy, right? Trying to make more money with inflation is not easy. So finding these different things to find this balance has been a little difficult. I think I snapped at somebody at Walmart. I went to go pick up something. I want to go back. I love riding my bikes, and I want to get back into that this year. So I went out to Walmart to pick a bike rack for the truck, and what else? Bike rack for the truck, and what else did I need? I needed a hitch, right? The one that holds four bikes. So me and the kids, me and the kids can ride our bikes, and I'll pull the 4-year old in the trailer. But long story short, went to Walmart. I found the item where it was at inside of the aisle. It was supposed to be I-32. So I go up to this lady real quick. I go all the way to the aisles. I-28. I think it maxed out at I-28. I could not find I-32. So I asked her, hey, excuse me, do you know where I-32 is. She said, there is no I-32. I'm like, look, I got the Walmart app up right here. It says that this item is an aisle 32. Do you know where it is or do you not? And she's like, look, there is no aisle 32. I said, thank you. I see another guy. Hey, excuse me, do you know where aisle 32 is? He said, yeah, man, it's this whole back row right here. This is aisle 32. Looked at the lady. I said, all you had to say was, you don't know, right? And I kind of kept moving forward. But ultimately, I could have treated this situation a little bit differently. I just think I was dealing with the stress of trying to perform a new year, right? Like, had a solid financial year on paper. I think me and the wife, we're working on our relationship. I mean, married 13 years with kids, I love my wife, but I feel like a lot of stuff we've been doing separately. She does a lot of stuff with the kids. She does PTA. I go to work, trying to do all these little side hustles, whether it was writing a book, these other little companies, just trying to build certain things for the family. But I feel like I'm doing a lot of stuff alone, and she may feel like she's doing a lot of stuff alone. So last year was definitely a taxing year for our relationship. We did see a counselor a few times. And ultimately, I think God is getting us on the right path where we know the work that we have to do is just doing it and trying to show some appreciation, some gratitude, trying to help out and get more just together on a couple of things. So outside of that, I'm grateful for the years that I had with my dad. I think, a loss. I appreciate that I've had a dad for 33 years while he was here, right? Nobody's perfect, but the dude, he cared about a lot of people, and he set a really good example. So honestly, it's not the things that I want to leave behind when, I leave this earth, but it's more of the impact. It's the people I impact. Who can I help? How did I help change their life? And if it's just one, right? If it's just one that said, hey, man, this dude came into my life and he did X, Y, and Z and helped me out. I mean, I think that, be serving people is really where the blessing is. Yeah, I know God has called me to do something. And trying to figure out what that is, right? Creating that book, talk that talk, how the right words turn negative thoughts into positive vibes. How you come out with a book like this and you have negative thoughts? Like, shoot, practice what you preach, homie, right? That's what I'm telling myself. And it is not as easy as it sounds, right? So I want to let y'all know when I'm not on it, when I'm not on my affirmations, my kids had a 3-week break. They up late. They on this technology all the time, and seeing them chilling and getting a break, I was a little jealous. Like, man, like, when do I get my break? When does that come, right? But being able to be responsible, right? Like, look at the impact God has on our life, right? Like, we need Him for everything, and there's not much we can do for Him, right? So in this situation, there's not too much my kids can do for me. Like, I love them, I care for them, but ultimately it's a one-sided relationship for the most part, right? And I think that's how it is with God. So if we have this ability to be able to share that, to take care of people, to be responsible, accountable, to help, to serve, so that's a big deal. If the only person you have to take care of is yourself, it's going to be hard to find that motivation for me personally. So the fact that my wife is counting on me, my kids are counting on me, and anybody else that I can help impact their life and just change, that's what I want to do. So I'm gonna try to do these recaps each week. Honestly, just talk, right? If something has happened, cool, I'm gonna talk about that, talk about my emotions. But I did wake up. It was Monday. I'm back meal prepping, right? I did lose 15 pounds last year. Trying to stay on that. I was working with a coach. Meal prepping was tough, so I did 4 months on that. Hit some goals, but honestly, I got content, complacent. So I honestly want to start doing things that I can stay consistent at, right? Where I want to meal prep and stay on top of that, but honestly, I want to do that 85% of the time. So I do enjoy my candy every now and then. I do enjoy cheat meals and just food in general. So finding that balance, doing a devotion in the morning with the kids, wake up, uh, read my Bible with them, go over some affirmations. We back on that track, so hopefully we can keep that going 5 days a week. So that's good. Stay on top of my health. Me and my wife has committed to working out together 3 times a week. So I'm super excited about that. This is my week 1 2024 recap. Hopefully I get better at this, but you always got to start somewhere. So any feedback, any love, whatever it is, this is what I'm going through. I'm working on it, baby, and it's only going to get better from here. So much love. God bless.